not gonna be one of the people that are like, guys, get off your phone, but it is the damn phone sometimes. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are actually going to do a social media detox. Not today, but the whole of November. The reason why I'm actually doing this social media detox is because, so basically I realized that I've been doom scrolling a lot on TikTok and Instagram. So I'm just gonna delete Instagram and TikTok because I don't consider YouTube and Pinterest as a social media platform. It is a platform, but I just don't consider it as social media because I don't go in there and talk to anyone, or I don't go in there and, I don't know, YouTube is just like a mini video diary and Pinterest is just like an inspiration. Like I get motivated and inspired from Pinterest rather than like doom scroll on it. Also, this is not my first time doing this. I actually did this before in uni where I would feel overwhelmed and I realized that some things that I was consuming was actually consuming me, which is really bad. I know you choose what you consume and what controls your brain, but sometimes social media is very powerful and it can actually, you know, brainwash you. Throughout this video you're gonna see me discovering touching grass. So I'm not gonna be one of the people that are like, guys, get off your phone, but it is the damn phone sometimes. But I hope you enjoy. I just got back from the mall and I wanted to do a tiny haul for you guys. I just got some random activities instead because we are doing a no social media thing, so I needed more things to do and more activities. So I found some things. I went to Flying Tiger, which is a really cute like store that you can find random stuff, but they're really cute things. Anyways, the first thing I got are nail stickers because I've actually been wanting these for a while. Like they've been in my cart, but I just never checked out. I've been experimenting with doing my nails and like drawing stuff on it. It's so much harder than it looks. But anyways, I got these nail stickers and I'm gonna try to stick them on my nails and see if they turn out cute. I don't really know how it's gonna go. So I got two activities. So I got this, draw your own magnets. They're so random. There's 2 sheets of magnetic paper, A5, and I don't know, it doesn't come with markers, so I don't even know what tools I'm supposed to use. And there's no instructions either, unless there's instructions inside. I haven't opened it. Do I want magnets? No, but it's like drawing something I've never tried before and it seems cool. So we're gonna try it out together. And then the last thing I got was a watercolor paper book because I have a mini one, but I struggle drawing in small spaces. I have watercolor and that's what I'm gonna be doing after this. We're gonna experiment with gouache. I think that's what it's called. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'll show you guys later. That was my haul. Now let's go back to doing our no social media activities. Hi guys, it's currently 12:08 a.m. and oopsie, and I am gonna do some artsy stuff. I'm going to use this new medium today. I randomly found this in my room, so I'm gonna try it out. It's like a in between watercolor and acrylic, and I have used acrylic before and I have used watercolor before. I've never used this, so we're gonna experiment with something new today. I've always like loved painting and drawing. Like I was always an artsy kid growing up. I took art for my IGs, and I actually still have all the drawings that I did for them for my boards, which I'll actually show you right here. I'll show you some examples of things that I painted and drew back in the day. When I say back in the day, I mean like 5 years ago, or whenever high school was. I don't really remember anymore. But I'll show you. I was very focused on drawing faces rather than things. But today we're gonna try a new medium, and we are going to do a still life. Also, guys, update on the whole no social media thing. My finger keeps going to where the Instagram app on my phone is by default, and I'm pressing nothing, and I'm just like, it's because Instagram was there, and like it's like muscle memory. Like I just know where to put my finger, and it's really bad, but it's okay. First day we went to a cafe. We wrote out, oh, what I was doing earlier was I was writing my dreams. I'm not talking about my goals in life, it's in my dream in life. I'm talking about my actual dreams from when I go to sleep and I wake up and I'm like, oh my god, I had a dream. Because I took melatonin 4 days ago because I was having trouble. Ever since that day, my sleep schedule has actually been fixed, alhamdulillah. But I've been having like so many dreams. So I always want to tell people my dreams. Like if they're in my dream, if someone is in my dream, I'm gonna go tell them. But at the same time, I always forget them. So I decided to start writing it down. Because I've had this one dream twice now. And like in the dream, it literally felt like a movie. It was like I was watching a movie. To the point where when I woke up from that dream, I asked ChatGPT, I was like, what is the movie where there's like these two girls and then they're besties, but like the other girl, one girl is a fashion designer and the other girl is actually spying on her, and I don't know, but it was like a whole movie. So I started typing out my entire dream to ChatGPT. I was like, what is this movie? There was no movie, it was non-existent. And it was my second time having the dream because I had deja vu. And I was like, I've had this exact dream before, and I was like, where is this from? It must have been a movie. It wasn't a movie, it was my dream. Anyways, come paint with me now, and let's see if I end up finishing this today. Enjoy. Guys, as lame as it sounds, I taught myself how to play this, which I struggled when I was a kid trying to play this. Now it's so fun, it's so addicting. I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's so addicting. Rare sight. Hi guys, it's been a few days. I wanted to do a update and a little chit chat session. I didn't want this video to just be like a whole guide of what you should do instead, or what you can do, or like a list. Basically, I wanted to talk more. I've kind of forgotten that I deleted my socials, even though I only deleted Instagram and TikTok, and I still do go on Snapchat, but I never doom scroll on Snapchat. When I go on my phone, I feel like there's nothing to do on it anymore because I'm so used to going on it and finding out what other people are doing rather than like doing something with my own life. Not to let that boredom and silence control me and go back to me downloading Instagram or TikTok again. Instead, guess what I did? I painted something new. That probably sounds really lame, but I'm gonna show you guys what I painted. So we did the olives painting, which it's not my greatest piece of work, but I'm not mad about it. I love this. It's actually really cute. I was inspired on Pinterest, and then I did this, which this one I'm not really happy about, but it's okay. I don't have to be. Nothing has to be perfect when it comes to art. Okay. I don't know why I'm not happy with it. I think the background just turned out darker than I wanted it to, so it kind of just ruined the colorway of the flowers that I planned in my head. If you're wondering how I pass time, I actually started a new show which I watch while I'm painting,
and I started The Night Agent, and it's so good. I watched it because Netflix recommended it to me after I finished The Recruit, which by the way was really good. But The Night Agent, which I started, so good. Season 1 was so good. I'm on season 2 right now, and my friend did tell me it's not the best. And they kind of like dropped it after they like started season 2 because it wasn't as good as season 1. But I'm still gonna continue watching it, and I'm so addicted to it. Anyways, I wanted to give an update. So I think this whole journey, or whatever you want to call it, has made me realize that like we wake up and the first thing we do is literally check our phones, and we literally check what strangers are doing online before we start even living our own life in the morning, which is absolutely insane, by the way. But I think being off of TikTok is harder than being off of Instagram, because TikTok is my main source of like me doom scrolling rather than Instagram. And I still have TikTok, by the way. I did not delete it because TikTok deletes your drafts, I'm pretty sure, when you delete the app. And also, I'm not gonna lie, there has been some instances that I'm like, I really just wanted to like rot in bed and like scroll on TikTok and just watch the most random things, because some things are funnier at 2 a.m. and all of those things are on TikTok. But I have watched way more YouTube, not just like, I feel like I drifted away from watching YouTube vlogs and videos, and I kind of moved on to watching podcasts or videos on YouTube that feel like podcasts, and they're like informative and I learned something new from it. I think what makes it harder also getting off TikTok is low-key the new Google. So whenever I want to like look for a recipe, I normally go to TikTok. Whenever I want to look for a hairstyle, I go to TikTok, which makes it really hard because I can't search those things up. Which, by the way, whoever's watching this video, like, if your first thought to me doing this is probably because I've had so many questions. Like when I tell my friends I love Instagram right now, they'll be like, why? And I know everyone has free will. I know. I'm just choosing. Something I learned from all of this is to be more intentional with the time you have and what you do in the time. The point of this video is just to remind you that there's actually so much more to life than being on your bed and scrolling on your phone for 4 hours in the morning, in the night before you sleep. I feel like there's some sort of guilt that comes with like, oh my god, I just spent the last 6 hours on my phone just doing nothing and scrolling on TikTok, and I think that just makes you feel miserable. You could have spent that 6 hours doing something way more useful or way more valuable to you, but you accidentally were doom scrolling. You know what I mean? Also, story time. I think if you asked me years ago, I would say that whenever I wanted to post something, my first initial thought would be like, oh my god, but what's this person gonna think about what I'm posting right now? Or like, oh my god, no, what if this person like thinks this is like the ugliest photo in the world, like, and it could be a photo of like my shoe, but that would matter to me. Like, being on social media is scary because you have to just ignore everyone's judgment. I'm not gonna lie. At the same time, you have to remember it is your own life and you're not living to please everyone in your life. I used to think that way for Instagram, but I think, and I completely stopped like years ago, but I think I have been thinking like that recently with YouTube, because I am more to the newer side when it comes to YouTube. I'm used to talking to the camera because I've always loved it and I always did it for fun, whether I was posting or not. But I think I started thinking like that more on YouTube because I am like newer to it, and I think it's something that you just face in the journey of like being out there or posting publicly. So yeah, I think it's just part of the process that you have to go through, and you do get over it. Anyways, with this whole posting thing, I think a thing that I actually clogged myself with was, I was like, why am I so scared of other people's reactions to what I'm posting? And is it because I'm posting it for them to see it, or I'm posting it because I actually like what I'm about to post? And I used to think like, oh my god, no, what if I'm posting too much? Or like, I was so scared that people are gonna be sick of seeing content from me, when in reality nobody cares. And even if they did care, I shouldn't care about it. And if they didn't like what I was posting, why do I care about it? Because I'm not in control of how they feel about what I'm gonna post. Instead of like trying to make people like you, make sure you like yourself instead, because that goes way further than pleasing this one person in your life that does not even care. Deep down, doesn't even care. I'm low-key struggling a little bit of me doing a sit-down talk because I just have so many things flowing in my brain that I don't know what to say first, and I just scramble everything together, and it's just mushing together, and I just brain fog and freeze. In conclusion, guys, yeah, that's how I'm feeling right now with no socials. I'll give you guys another update later on, probably. Wake up. It's the end of the month. Hi guys, it is currently 28th of November. It's the end of the month. Well, it is the end of the month, and I am doing my final review of this entire, I don't even know what to call it, phase, journey, I don't even know, but I have a lot of things to share with you guys. First of all, I low-key failed a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, because I started this on November 10th, and then I started using TikTok and Instagram again on November 25th or 26th. The only reason why I went back on Instagram was I wanted to post something on my camera accounts because I have a digital camera Instagram, and the things that were going on were in November and I didn't want to post them late. But for TikTok, I have no excuse. The thing is, I did not delete my TikTok, so I still had access to it, but I wouldn't go on it unless I was like making some drafts, but I wouldn't doom scroll or like look at anything on my feed. I did not use it. I was just posting on it and then I would leave. And I didn't open a single message or watch a single TikTok that my friend sent me. I have been using it ever since the 26th. So now it's the 28th and it's been like 2 days. But my excuse was that I got sick. So I had no other option but to use my phone. Then I got bored, and then obviously I started doom scrolling. But I have come to a lot of realizations ever since I started this. Actually, I realized that I do not want my socials back, because okay, TikTok, okay, when I went back to TikTok, I was like, damn, this is kind of fun. I miss doom scrolling. But there was like a feeling I had every time I was doom scrolling on it, like when I started again, and I was just like, I don't like this feeling. I don't know what the feeling was, and I don't know how to describe it. I think it was the feeling of why am I going back into this cycle? And there was a feeling of guilt, and there was a feeling of wasting so much time when I was doing so well. Yeah, that's TikTok. But Instagram, I kind of realized that I genuinely can live without Instagram, because when I went back on it and I was looking at my messages, okay, the only thing is I have like group chats on there with my friends, with like my high school friends, and they're really funny. They're really funny, and it's only on Instagram. And sometimes I'm invited to things on Instagram that I don't know about, and then like someone has to tell me on WhatsApp, and I'm just like, what are you talking about? So I feel kind of bad that I'm not responding on there, but I realized that I could live without Instagram, because Instagram is just boring. Besides it being boring, I don't even follow celebrities or like doom scroll on there or like watch Instagram reels, which I had a phase where I was watching Instagram reels more than I was watching TikTok, and they can be funnier. I also realized what I was doing during the time that I had this whole break. I was low-key collecting like content so that I could like make a big comeback on social media, and like, guys, what you missed out on, blah blah. Then when I went back to Instagram, I was like, I don't even want this anymore. Before I get more deep into this, let's summarize what I did during this time of me having no social media. It low-key felt like I had no phone as well, because I was on social so much that I didn't care if I had a phone or not. I needed my socials. That's really bad. Damn. Anyways, what did I do? First of all, I rediscovered a lot of hobbies, and I discovered new ones as well. And
I think that took up a lot of my time, but I'm so glad that I rediscovered them or discovered them, because there are so many things that you can do outside of your phone, and they're so entertaining and they take up so much of your time, but in the most enjoyable way possible. It doesn't feel like a chore, it doesn't make you feel guilty, it doesn't make you feel like you should do better or be perfect at it or anything like that. I also played a lot of Sudoku, which I showed in this video. It's so addicting. I'm still addicted to it. It's really fun. Like literally I'll be watching a movie and I have to pause it because I think in my brain I'm like, I can multitask this. I'll have the movie in the background and then like I can do this, like I'll play, and I'm like, wait, yeah, I really can't, and then I pause the movie and then I play and then I go back to watching the movie, which also I became a movie lover or a show lover, I don't really know, because before this I could not watch a movie or a show without doing something. Like I had to do something with my hands. I had to like either crochet, I had to like fidget with something, I had to go on my phone, I had to do something while watching something, which I think is really normal. I'm not sure actually, is it? I don't really know, but I always had like that urge to do that, but I think I improved my attention span because I did manage to watch a lot of shows and movies without having to do something alongside with it, which was really it made the movies enjoyable because I was actually focusing on what was going on, and I was like, oh my god, I want to know more, I want to finish this show really fast, blah blah, and I don't have to do something while watching something. But yeah, I guess I also learned something new about myself, that I am capable of some things that I thought I wasn't, and I was just making excuses for some things, maybe. But I'm really glad I rediscovered a lot of my old hobbies because I realized that I do still love them. I just wasn't making time to do the things that I loved because I was too busy doing things that were useless, like doom scrolling on my phone and rotting in bed. Last time I talked on this video, I think I talked about how I started watching more like podcasts and like self-help stuff. That's really interesting actually, because I used to not be a fan of those things because I was just like, why would you rather listen to this in the morning than listen to music while you get ready? But they're so entertaining actually. I'll be listening to them, I'm like, yeah, that's so right. They're so entertaining, they're so fun, and you learn a lot from it, and they're just very like knowledgeable. It's another way to consume media without actually being on it. Anyways, what else did we do? I went out alone a few times, and that was something I used to be like uncomfortable doing, or I don't know if I was scared doing it or if I was just uncomfortable. But it wouldn't be my first option basically. But I honestly don't care about it anymore. Like I really don't mind it, and it's actually really fun enjoying your own company, and everyone should start doing it more because you learn a lot about yourself. I even attended a few events that I thought I would never go to in my entire life, but I did go, and I don't regret going at all because I met so many new people and I interacted with so many other people as well, and it takes you out of your comfort zone and makes you do things and interact with people that you would never interact with if you weren't put in that environment. But there's something so nice about that because like it kind of encourages you to talk to other people because you know you'll never see them again. But at the same time, like it's so fun, it's so fulfilling. During this time, it also made me do things that I wasn't fully comfortable with doing, or doing things that I was pushing away, like avoiding doing things I thought I couldn't do. Yeah, I started doing a lot of things. If you tell me let's do this, I'll say yes. If you asked me in the past, I would say no all the time. I was a no person. I was like, no, I don't want to do this. No, I don't want to. Which I am still like that, depending on my mood and who's going and what time it is of the day and if I've eaten or not. But it's gotten a lot better. It has made my life way more entertaining and way more. It makes me feel like I am maximizing my life rather than minimizing it. just because I was too lazy, or no, I'd rather stay home, or no, I would rather just rot in bed. It also makes you do a lot of things that you've been avoiding. Like, I decluttered my room, I reorganized my room, I gave it more personality, made handcrafted things to personalize my room, and they turned out really cute, by the way. You guys should try to do some things for your room that makes it scream you. It's really cute. Also, another thing is, when I started doom scrolling again, it made me realize that's why I was sleeping late. Like, I would be like, my sleep schedule was so bad. It was because I was spending time doom scrolling. I would blink, it was 3:40 a.m. I'd blink again, 4:40 a.m. I'll blink again, 5:40 a.m. And I was like, bro, and the whole time I was just on my phone scrolling through TikTok. It was so bad. I didn't realize it. Like, it didn't get to me until I realized it was because I was on my damn phone scrolling mindlessly. So I found the solution to my problem. In the beginning, it was a little bit hard because it was part of my daily routine, like going on your socials, seeing what other people are doing and stuff. So it was kind of weird not seeing those things every day. But it did get a lot easier, and time did pass a lot faster than I thought. Because in some days I'll just be like, when is it gonna be the end of the month? I really want to like go back to what I was doing. No, I don't know why I was talking like that. I'm not who I was 5 minutes ago. Would I do this again? 100%. And do I think I'm gonna continue doing this after this video? 70%. Because I actually didn't like going back to my socials. Like, when I was on it, when I went back to Instagram and TikTok, I had this feeling that I was like, ugh. I was having that ugh feeling. I'm just like, why am I back? Why am I back here? I was like dissing it. I was like, why am I back to square one? Instagram, do I think I'm gonna get it back? No. I do have Instagram on another device, and that helps a lot because I don't bring the other device everywhere I go. When I'm out, everywhere I go. Oh my god, my TikTok brain rot is coming back. So having Instagram on another device helps a lot because I don't bring it when I'm out, and I don't it's not always charged, and it's great. I'm not on it all the time, and I don't want to be on it all the time. I think life is better without it. Anyways, my conclusion. What is my conclusion? I think that every once in a while, everyone should take a break from their phones and socials, and don't take your life for granted. And the time you have being healthy, the time you have to be able to do things while you're free, because you'll regret it. Anyways, this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let me know what you want to see next. Bye.